B has just scored one of her biggest wins outside the music world. A Los Angeles jury has cleared her of all assault allegations in a civil lawsuit that's been hanging over her for years. But in true Cardi fashion, the victory wasn't quiet or clean. Today, we're breaking down the full story. What happened inside that courtroom, how Cardi turned the tables on her accuser, and what comes next now that an appeal is already in the works. Let's rewind to where this all began. The lawsuit dates back to 2018, when Cardi was pregnant with her first child, Culture. Former security guard Imani Ellis accused Cardi of assault, battery, emotional distress, and even false imprisonment. According to Ellis, she had been working at a Beverly Hills medical building when Cardi allegedly lashed out. The accusations? That Cardi scratched her with a fingernail, spat on her, and cornered her in a room. Ellis claimed the incident left her shaken and traumatized. Cardi's legal team, on the other hand, always maintained this was a cash grab. Cardi denied ever harming Ellis, calling the lawsuit baseless and refusing to settle, even though most celebrities in her position might have paid to make it disappear. That's part of why this trial mattered so much. For Cardi, it wasn't just about clearing her name. It was about sending a message. I'm not the celeb you're gonna sue just to get a paycheck. Fast forward to late August 2025. The trial finally began in Los Angeles, and the atmosphere inside the courtroom was intense. Ellis's lawyers painted a picture of Cardi as an aggressive celebrity who believed her fame gave her the right to mistreat others. They argued she should pay damages for emotional trauma. But Cardi's side came out swinging. Her attorneys argued there was no credible evidence of assault, no medical proof, no witnesses backing Ellis's claims, and no reason to believe the story was even physically possible. The trial featured several dramatic moments, but the biggest came when Cardi herself took the stand. Cardi didn't just testify, she performed. In classic Cardi B style, she was blunt, emotional, and even funny. She flatly denied Ellis's accusations, telling the jury, "I did not touch that woman. I did not scratch her. I did not spit on her. And I am not that celebrity who's just gonna settle to make a lawsuit go away." At one point, she even cracked a joke about pregnancy being a disabling condition, drawing laughter in the courtroom. It was vintage Cardi, raw, unfiltered, and relatable. Observers noted how the jury seemed captivated. Her charisma, her honesty, and her refusal to back down all worked in her favor. In a world where many celebrities appear distant or polished, Cardi came across as real. And when the lawyers pressed her, she didn't back down. She looked the jury in the eyes and said, "I would never put my hands on someone while carrying my baby. That's not who I am." That was the turning point. After just 50 minutes of deliberation, the jury came back with a unanimous verdict. Cardi B was not liable. The speed of the decision said it all. Jurors clearly didn't buy the story Ellis was selling. For Cardi, it was vindication. Years of legal stress evaporated in less than an hour. As she left court, Cardi was beaming, telling reporters that justice had been served. But she didn't stop there. She issued a warning.
"This time around, I'm gonna be nice. The next person that try to do a frivolous lawsuit against me, I'm going to countersue."
It wasn't just a win, it was a statement. And then came the viral moment. Outside the courthouse, while signing autographs, a photographer shouted a question about her pregnancy that Cardi found deeply disrespectful.
Offset is publicly bragging about getting you pregnant for the 4th time.
Her response? She took the marker she'd been using and threw it straight at him. The clip blew up online within minutes. Fans called it classic Cardi energy. Critics said it was unprofessional. But love her or hate her, Cardi once again dominated the conversation.
Why do you feel as a man you get to ask me those type of questions? Act like you have some manners.
For many, the marker toss perfectly summed up the trial. Cardi wasn't here to play nice. She was here to stand up for herself. But the story doesn't end with the verdict. Ellis's lawyers have already announced plans to appeal, saying they believe the jury got it wrong. Legal experts, however, say an appeal is a long shot. Given how fast the jury sided with Cardi, overturning the decision will be incredibly difficult. Still, it means Cardi isn't completely free from the case. At least not yet. So, what does this trial mean in the bigger picture? For Cardi, it's more than a legal victory. It's about her brand. She's sending a message to fans, critics, and future accusers. She will not be bullied in court, and she won't settle to keep the peace. It also shows the power of authenticity in the courtroom. Cardi didn't hide behind lawyers or play the polished celebrity. She was herself, and that may have been the most convincing evidence of all. At the end of the day, Cardi B walked out of court undefeated, unapologetic, and maybe even stronger than before. With an appeal looming, the drama isn't entirely over, but for now, the verdict is clear. Cardi wins. So what do you think? Was this justice served or just another Hollywood courtroom circus? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because something tells me this won't be the last time Cardi makes headlines in a courtroom. Subscribe for more.